Get your packages in Jamaica within 48 hours when you ship with Postage Logistics Group. Call them at 876-846-5541 and sign up at www.postagelogistics.com. The time by Postage Logistics Group is
1 p.m.
Jamaica, the MAJ Symposium 2024 returns from June 6 to 9. Join virtually for the first 3 days on Zoom, then convene at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel on June 9. This year's theme, Resilience in Healthcare, a global imperative, promises to explore strategies in building an efficient and resilient healthcare system. Tune in to Nationwide at 5 on June 6 from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for their public forum on cancer screening. The forum features expert insights, live streaming, and Twitter sessions, all in the name of healthcare. Visit majdoctors.com for registration details and be part of the movement towards a healthier, more resilient future. That's a live broadcast of the MAJ Symposium's public forum on cancer screening, June 6, during Nationwide at 5 from 6 to 8 p.m. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Medical Association of Jamaica.
This outstanding 6'4" athlete credits Jamaica with her first Olympic victory ever.
Jamaica is filled with Olympians.
World record holder McKinley dashes into the lead.
We must never forget the forerunners of Jamaican Olympic greatness.
Coming into the home stretch, it's Wint who challenges the leader.
Win or lose, athletes never forget their Olympic experience.
Early Notti has devastated another world-class field. And Hemmings is going to do it. Hemmings wins it. She's the champion. A personal...
Win or lose, Jamaicans will cheer the loudest at the Olympics so that the world will never forget who we are.
And Usain Bolt is moving away. And Jamaica retained their title. And the world record has been taken apart. Oh, I say.
From July 26 to August 11, tune in only to Nationwide 90 FM for the coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, because we're here to ensure that you never forget. Nationwide's coverage is powered by our bronze sponsors: National Road Operating and Construction Company Limited, Grace Foods, Spirits of Jamaica, Imperial Optical Jamaica, and Rainforest Caribbean.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We're having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM.
Is that really clip you started?
Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Was Clip News really talking like that?
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
We interrupt this program for an important announcement.
I'm in a big mood.
You're now inside NNN's entertainment block.
Bless me, baptize.
Radio's premier afternoon experience. Your one-stop shop for all things music, culture, creativity, and entertainment.
You make me wanna run.
You deserve that break, so come, take it with us inside the entertainment block. Let's stay trending as we rethink afternoon radio.
Baby, when the bright lights
So catch the vibe and ride the wave every day, 1 to 5 p.m. right here on Nationwide 90 FM, your new revolution in media.
Three, 2, 1.
Welcome to Nationwide's Entertainment Block, your number one choice in afternoon radio.
You ready?
You know, a fully body bad God attack, you know. You represent for the sound off. And me I say, yo, that one that drop them triple vex. Fully.
When you want to hear the sound off, you can't listen it and don't laugh. The sound off. Hear me I say, I keep it represent to the fullest and I mean for the sound off. Monday to Friday, 1 to 3 on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Mad.
That I'm ready. Show them what bees too.
Okay. At the sound off Nationwide 90 FM, 1 to 3 p.m. Live.
They ain't believing us. God did.
What's up? It's Megan Sue, and you're listening to The Sound Off on Nationwide 90 FM.
Nah, malalai.
Sound off, Monday to Friday, on Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man, give it to them, Zaga, Zen.
Oh, you mean?
Alright. You hear me a son of man, I did sit up saying, listening to the sound off 1 to 3 every day, Nationwide.
This is Denzel Washington. I listen to The Sound Off with Karen Booker on Nationwide 90 FM.
The number one power mixer. DJ Jerome, the show boss.
This is Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, representing for DJ Jerome, the Shell Boss on Nationwide 90 FM.
Sound off, Monday to Friday. Sound off, Monday to Friday. And sound off, Monday to Friday. Sound off, Monday to Friday. And Nationwide 90 FM. The sound off, Monday to Friday. Sound off, Monday to Friday. Sound off, Monday to Friday.
Hello, and welcome to Monday. Welcome to a brand new week. And yes, you are now in the first half of the entertainment block with myself, Karen Design Diva Booker, who is now an age and diversity and inclusion advocate. Yes, sitting beside.
No, say it again.
Age and diversity and inclusion advocate.
All right, well.
Okay,
cool.
You got it? You got is your head wrapped around it?
No, that's all like you represent old people.
Yes. Yes.
And all kind of people.
Okay. Yeah. Because we live in a very diverse nation and world, and we need to be inclusive.
The title is so long though.
So you want to cut it down for me?
Yeah, inclusive advocate.
Inclusive advocate.
All inclusive.
All inclusive. Oh, no, I don't want to be all inclusive.
Right,
no, that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. So the one next to me now, his name is Rodney, and he's agreed to.
Yo, yellow.
And he will be our co-host for me this week, and we'll see where it goes. And of course, we have over there DJ Jerome.
Yeah, man.
Is it no boys? Jerome?
Yeah. What's going on?
What's going on? Of course. So welcome to another week. Everybody who's listening to us when you're riding around, you're a ride or die people. 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. We could not do this without you. And we hail up the people on YouTube. Yeah. Hello. How are you? How was your weekend?
The very special YouTube family.
Oh, them very special in all ways. And them that you call inclusive.
No, them special.
Them very special.
Very special.
One day them hate me, the next day them tolerate me, the next day them love me.
No, they'll never hate you.
You think so?
They will love you today, like you tomorrow, dislike you another day.
Yeah.
And come back, come like you.
Kinda.
It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, so, all right, guys, so here's the thing now. You know that we have a rampacked show for you today, as we always do. We rip from the headlines, then we have Talk Your Mind, then we have What's on Your Lunch Menu. What's on your lunch menu now? Remember, it's not for the faint of heart, because we do have some really, the critics over this side, they're terrible. All right, but the number to call to send in your lunch dishes is 876-280-6629. After that, we have Design Studio. studio. NHD, they're here in the house today. It's going to be a riveting and polarizing conversation. All right, let's get right into it.
So,
It's ripped from the headlines.
Nicki Minaj.
of all the people.
Yeah, she's working non-stop to get her Manchester gigs rescheduled after it was cancelled due to her arrest in the Netherlands. The Anaconda rapper was forced to axe her gig at the city's Co-op Live Arena last Saturday, just half an hour before she was supposed to be on stage after being at Amsterdam's Schiphol airport in suspicion of what? Possession of soft drugs. She met with fans after arriving in the UK yesterday. So we have footage posted online showing Nicki saying, "I love you and I'm so sorry." Sources say that the 41-year-old artist is desperate to make it up to those who had paid for the gig by performing on another date. A tour insider told the Sun newspaper's Bizarre column, Nicki is in pieces and she knows her fans have been badly let down. She knows her British fans spent a lot of money on coming to that show, and her team is working non-stop to get it rescheduled. Nicki understands why they're upset, and she's so determined to make it up to them. She likes to speak to her fans on a personal level. Nicki wants to make it right. The star revealed on a social media post that she had spent between 5 to 6 hours in a jail cell and suggested that she had been deliberately targeted by the police. Nicki wrote on X, "Please, please, please accept my deepest and most sincere apology."
I don't even know.
What a
But management don't know where you're going and what you can work with. Like, I can never understand. And then rule is never go to a foreign country and buck up on the police who are work like machine and argue with them. She said to the man 100 times, "So where am I going?" The man said, "Into the police car."
Into the police car.
But my lawyer, yes.
Going there.
Police, what happens when I get into the police car? Argument.
Going again.
Long argument.
Well, you know why I'm did vex? Because she was filming him. You understand? And he said, "Stop filming." Yeah. So when the other person came to her now, and he told her, he said, "Officer got annoyed with you because you were filming him and he told you to stop."
The fact is, management needs to make sure you tell your people, don't travel with Cersei, not travel with ginger, not travel with weed, not travel
with nothing.
Any amount of medication over a certain
But you know what? Sometimes we think, especially Americans, they think
that
they exactly, and they also think, Rodney, that their rules are their rules and it does not apply to everywhere else in the world.
The greatest place on earth.
Yeah, man. So she was, and I'm sure there was some embarrassment with it, and I'm sure she did her thing.
I can tell you this much: we have a Jamaican that we decided to mint and make Jamaican. That's Celine Dion. Yeah, and she's planning to perform one last time in a TV special. The 56-year-old singer was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome in 2022, but has been working on her voice as she seeks to sing one more time. And her battle with the autoimmune neurological disorder has got her going. A source told the Sun newspaper's Bizarre column, Celine is not giving up her desire to sing again. She's been working with voice coaches, band members, and specialists for over 6 months now. She believes she could release a concert film featuring her playing her biggest hits. She cancelled the remaining dates of her Courage World tour last year as a result of her health problems, which she documents in the new feature-length I Am Celine Dion, and explained that she can't answer if she will ever be able to get back on stage. It's all coming back to me now, singer, if you look here, if you know the Celine Dion song them. I can't answer that because for 4 years I've been saying to myself that I'm not going back, that I'm ready, that I'm not ready. As things stand, I can't stand there and say to you, yes, in 4 months or whenever. I don't know. My body will tell me. On the other hand, I don't just want to wait. Well, Celine Dion recently explained how she has different therapies to treat the condition, which impacts the muscles on a daily basis, but says she will never be, quote, cured. She told France's Vogue magazine, "I'm well, but it's a lot of work. I'm taking it one day at a time. I haven't beat the disease, as it's still within me and always will be. I hope that we'll find a miracle, a way to cure it with scientific research. But for now, I have to learn to live with it. So that's me now with stiff person syndrome."
But I didn't know, Sir Rodney can't read.
Well, I want to tell you.
This is a joke.
None hooked on phonics work for me.
Can I just tell you?
Remember the ad, right?
Of course I remember that ad. Of course I.
Oh, that's before.
Yeah,
Jerome time.
Jerome time,
Yeah,
exactly. You know, the geriatric over here,
we're
holding it down. But here's the thing now.
It's sad though the way people have been throwing jobs at her for years. Though.
For years, but
you can be the hero one day, you know.
And
don't something happened to you, and them tear you right back down to zero.
And you know who that happened to as well? The guy who you will remember him. The black movie, Black Panther.
Oh, yeah,
you remember how they threw jabs at him as well, and then they found out he never told anybody. So sometimes people, we need to be sensitive and appreciate the fact that people could be going through stuff, you know. Not everybody is on drugs. Not everybody, you know, is doing things that are harmful.
And as an actor, people also change their look for roles. Sometimes you just have to divorce yourself from the Cascas and Ray.
But with her now, and we're up on a little break, it's just a very sad situation which she is going through.
Imagine the voice.
She is the voice.
The most effective.
You know what I mean? And she's and you know about this disease. You ever sleep in one night and you get a Charlie horse? Muscle contraction. Yeah. That's it. We're coming right back because we have to go tell them about muscle contraction.
Nationwide 90 FM is at it again. Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish line as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Winning by daylight and setting a world record 9.68. The wind is okay.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our diamond sponsor, KFC. It's finger-licking good across all locations island-wide.
Oh, every time I pay the rent, it feel like the money could have been better spent. I want something for my own. I want to turn the key in my own home. They make it so convenient when you contact the NHD. No matter your home ownership goal, you can get a loan easily. If owning a home is what you want to do, NHD is here for you. Delivering more.
Live exquisite this year with new arrival black and chrome fixtures for your home at Unique Living. Select from a wide variety of rain shower systems, fabulous faucets, and stylish sinks to suit your kitchen and bathrooms. Get uncompromised quality and style unique to you. Shop everything new at Unique Living, Jamaica's leading shower and faucets provider. Visit shop number 630 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston 10, or call 876-755-3661 to 2.
Nationwide 90 FM is at it again.
Malaine Walker is pulling away another Jamaican win.
Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Here comes Parchment on the outside. Holloway under pressure. Handsome Parchment. Let's gold. A Jamaican victory in the 110 hurdles.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our gold sponsor,
Ray and Nephew White Overproof Rum. Nationwide 90 FM is at it again. Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish line as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Fraser Price gets the start, and look at this, Ahura going well, and here they're coming to close it down. Jetta's coming through, but Fraser Price on the near side, the Olympic champion defends! She defends the title! Wonderful run by Shelly Ann.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our diamond sponsor, Pizza Hut. Now, that's delivering from all locations, island-wide.
Yeah, hello, and welcome back. So to everybody on YouTube, Clinton, Kenardo, Electro Squad, Herman, Roslyn, MS, Ryan, Latoya, who am I missing? Maxine, Marigold don't come yet. Electro Squad, and of course, Rocky Point. Hello. Thank you very much for sharing. And if I didn't call your name, you know that's on a massive, you know what I'm saying? To just, kind of bear with me a little bit, but we go on. So we're talking about Celine Dion and her condition. And it is really, really sad because I remember her voice with the soundtrack of Titanic. Lord have mercy. That was she was in her heyday. She was in her prime.
Celine is so authentic that we decided
to adopt her.
Yeah, and say, I wanna we. Right?
Yeah.
I think this also tells people a lot. Sometimes when you're going up the ladder and you have an asset to your physical self, so her voice is what she's known for.
Yeah.
Just understand, whether by the spirit or by the circumstances, things can change significantly in a moment.
In a moment. And health is one of them. You hear what I'm telling you?
Money and health are two things that can change.
Health is one of them.
Moment.
You understand? And it will rob you of everything that you have. And let me tell you something. And it will take away all of your savings, all of your pension, everything. So let me tell you. You know what? The prescription for that is live good with people. And let me tell you something.
Live as good as
yes, and live good with your children. You understand? Because your friends can't take care of you, because them got old too. You understand what I'm saying? Your children will rise to the occasion. So here's the thing now. Sashi Live.
I was asking you if you've ever been to Sashi.
Once.
Because when you talk about Sashi, I have yet to see a modern day contemporary show where really the way Sashi doing. What Sashi did, back in the day was revolutionize hype,
Well, it seemed to be. Well, they didn't disappoint. They didn't disappoint because apparently Sashi Live exceeded expectations last night, delivering an unforgettable experience for music fans despite an unexpected art cancellation. The festival, known for its eclectic mix of international and local talent, demonstrated its resilience and commitment to showcasing the best of Jamaican music and culture, and they also had a nice fashion show. Yeah, despite the absence of Busta Rhymes and Keisha Cole.
Big absence.
Big absence. Yes. So we're going to talk about that. Sashi Live roared to life with electrifying performances from a stellar lineup. Grammy-winning R&B sensation Neo, known for hits like So Sick and Miss Independent, captivated the audience with his smooth vocals and charismatic stage presence. In a nod to Jamaica's music influence, he even paid homage to Vybz Kartel and Spice's iconic Ramping Shop, acknowledging its impact on his own hit song. So make we talk about Busta Rhymes not being new.
No, Busta Rhymes is
huge.
One of the original. We're talking about Busta Rhymes, Snoop, the level. Sashi brought out people who you could only imagine would probably perform in Jamaica. Sashi put a lineup, a big time lineup. Sashi had one of the first parties that decided that the entire party for drink champagne free from the moment you walk in. I mean,
you're kidding me.
We're talking about when flat screen TVs just came in.
Yes.
Sashi give a flat screen TV.
You're kidding me.
Look here, and I'm saying the club pre-show hype. You got the club probably Asylum or something.
All right.
Then you go down to Ochi, get your groove on the works. Now, fast forward.
I want you to get to that. Yes.
Busta Rhymes is the first person I can recall who started promoting the return of Sashi.
Okay. Right? All right.
And to know that of all the people, to turn around at the ninth hour and say, boy, people, you're up now. Business is business and the business are deal with right, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's disappointing to me because I would have expected that above all others,
they would have saved that one, right?
No, you have to make sure that Busta is signed and sealed. I don't know necessarily how the production quality was.
Mm-hmm.
I know people seem to have an issue
right
with entrance,
right,
because people were waiting for quite some time.
A while.
But you know, let me make the disclaimer in my own mind now, and Karen, it is this: the fact that this show hasn't been held for so long, I think we're gone right back to what we probably call teething pains, because I don't think the exact template
disagree
was
with you.
used. I think it's a different set of people who started driving it now. I'm not sure.
Well said that.
But
say that.
Yeah, I don't need the template.
Yes.
And the team
yes.
is the same.
Because if you are saying to me, Rodney, that they kept it tight back in the day and they were up all on, they stood on their business and they stood on principle and they stood on the fact that, hey, listen, you want to be a part of this brand, a part of you are ambassadors and so on. This is what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you champagne. We're going to give you flat screen TV. We're going to do all of these things. And you are telling me a foundational member. Foundational is that word? Foundation member like Busta Rhymes come now and you don't have his whole
and Keisha
Cole. No, I'm not ready with Keisha Cole yet. Hold on. And Busta Rhymes comes now and you don't have his back end straight. You don't have his back end straight. Above all else, a foundation member, something is wrong.
I guess the story is me and everybody else make up for it. I was surprised Bounty didn't perform with a band.
I am saying to you, organizers,
so I don't know what the limitations were or what the circumstances were.
Busta said his children gotta eat. He has to eat. And all of these things. So if it is that you guys agree to a certain amount of funds, whatever it is, and the time in which your artists are to be paid, please may I beg you give it to them, especially when you are dealing with people who have been round the block and know that them know and know them things. You understand what I'm saying? I am sure. I am sure.
Because him is also a quote unquote yard man, you know.
Yeah.
Busta
we have adopted him.
No.
We have adopted
him. It's family line.
No, but we have adopted him.
So we never even need to adopt him. We one away.
We one away. All right, well, we still adopt him. But anyhow, so we're going to move on to Talk Your Mind. You know what I'm saying? As if we're not Talk Your Mind already.
Yeah, Frost, man, chop my mind, banana. Yeah. Me a chop my mind, banana. I'm in the business. Me a do things. Rough up, we no care who vex. 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 We no care.
Talk your mind.
Vex. We no care who vex.
Hello. So, here's the thing. From time to time, and Jamaican women got a very bad rap at this last year, when it came to DNA testing. And last year, yeah, we got a very bad rap last year.
For 25 years?
No, but last year there were studies that were done and they came out like hard on Jamaican women for doing this exact thing with, saying that
fraud.
You are the father, but you're not really the father because the father run one part.
Paternity
you understand?
Fraud.
So it's called paternity fraud.
Otherwise known as
gift jacket
the wardrobe
and waistcoat.
attire.
And it was waistcoat one time, right? And then it came to jacket. Yeah.
Well,
I remember my parents called it waistcoat,
body,
and then after that it's jacket, but paternity fraud.
Yeah.
But from time to time, women get married to men that have means and things, and sometimes they kind of get caught up and caught out there, and they kind of and they become exactly they become, as you just said, the means to an end, as opposed to come back with bill more power we have,
or maybe it's a means to a friend.
Could be a means to a friend too. But who is the friend? Who is the friend?
Around the bend.
So exactly. So this Nigerian soccer player rather, Larry Kayado, which is his Western name, because his African name, as you know, is a tongue twister.
Olan Rewaju.
Oh, exactly. Say it again.
Olan Rewaju.
I think it's Ray. Olan Rewaju. Exactly.
Yeah.
Kayado, right? Has now gotten married or is married to this lady Mrs. Alado as well, right? Kayado, Mrs. Kayado, exactly. Now, Mrs. Kayado has now since moved out of their home and taken the 3 children and moved to a different place in Nigeria, and is now causing a lot of waves, and she's going round and so on. Now, here's the thing now. I'm going to leave you with a cliffhanger because this story here gets so deep.
Pasta.
It is like, we are telling people about pasta. Didn't I tell you about cliffhanger? Pasta. Sometimes we just chat too much. We're coming right back. We're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back.
At the Jamaica Customs Agency, we care for our employees, customers, stakeholders, citizens, and our country. Customs cares. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
a scorching 32 degrees Celsius in Kingston and an equally scorching 32 degrees Celsius out west in Montego Bay.
Teachers, looking for a loan? Look no further. At Chris and Charles, you can borrow up to $2 million without a guarantor. We understand the difference your job makes, so here's a little extra support just for you. We know the best teachers teach from the heart, and at Chris and Charles, we're here to help you succeed. Give us a call at 876-920-4189 or WhatsApp 876-838-9028 for loan options. Conditions apply. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Outperform, outlast. With top performance. Jackama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electricians. Fancy select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply. We service what we sell.
Jamaica, the MAJ Symposium 2024 returns from June 6 to 9. Join virtually for the first 3 days on Zoom, then convene at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel on June 9. This year's theme, Resilience in Healthcare, a global imperative, promises to explore strategies in building an efficient and resilient healthcare system. Tune in to Nationwide at 5 on June 6 from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for their public forum on cancer screening. The forum features expert insights, live streaming, and Twitter sessions, all in the name of healthcare. Visit majdoctors.com for registration details and be part of the movement towards a healthier, more resilient future. That's a live broadcast of the MAJ Symposium's public forum on cancer screening, June 6, during Nationwide at 5 from 6 to 8 p.m. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the Medical Association of Jamaica.
Party promoters and event planners. Promote your party or event with an affordable nationwide 90 FM party package. Never leave your patrons misinformed. Get repeat advertisement for your event. Do you have tickets or prizes to give away? Do it on Nationwide 90 FM. Come do an interview about your event. Share your event's artwork on our social media platforms. Any update or information you want to provide about your event, do it with an affordable Nationwide 90 FM party package. For more information, call our sales team at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Party promoters and event planners. Promote your party or event on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
Sound off, Monday to Friday, on Nationwide 90 FM.
I spend the time with my girl and my girl I give me bone. I spend the time with my girl and my girl I give me bone. Now spend no time with my girl and my girl.
Boy, only pa bun I give over here saying a holy pa bun and there's no cheese.
Over where?
There's no cheese. Oh,
no man, no.
In the world. In the world that we live.
When you say over yassa.
Over yassa. In the world that we live in. So hold on a second. If the cap fit, wear it. If the cap fit, wear it. So if you're just catching up, because some people over here look like them kind of testy.
Shoes,
you know what I mean? If the shoes fit, if the glove don't fit, all these things. All right, guys. So if you are just sharing space with us, there is a very topical issue now that is playing out itself in social media. And I don't really think that not everything must hit social media, but especially when it comes to children. So we have our Nigerian soccer player, Mr. say the name, Olanre Gwaju Keyoda. He is seeking divorce after DNA test reveals that he's not the father of his 3 children. And, that he had with his wife. And the children allegedly belongs to a pastor that the wife has been having an affair with. Now, here is what has happened.
The pastor is Toby.
Pastor Toby. So Pastor Toby and Mrs. Keado have been having some game playing. But the thing is now, she has now moved out of the house. You see, Jerome? So she has moved out of the house. She's taken the children. She's not saying where she has moved to. And now she has also begun to take things out of the marital home. She's also telling the husband that the children are crying and they are not eating. But remember, she removed them, so she is suing for damages.
She's also seeking to transfer some of the assets.
Yes.
To the pastor.
Yes. So it is a huge mess. It is playing out in public and it is playing out on social media. And when I looked in one of the comments, I think is a friend, we always say, you're my brother, you're my sister, and so on. They were telling him, like, listen, we love you both. We know that you guys are great parents, but kind of get it off of the social media, because it is going to affect the children adversely. You know what I mean?
I suspect what happens is his attorneys had no choice than to say, all right, since you want to go this route, let's deal with it. And their letter to her attorneys was first class.
Yes, man. Really nice. Really nice.
The end of it, Jerome, listen good the jargon, the language.
Go ahead.
Having regard, and we have to read it in the British. Having regard to the foregoing, we hereby emphatically state on behalf of our client that the demand for DNA is not a pressing issue at the moment. Rather, the primary concern of our client is the amorous affair and escapades of your client with Pastor Toby Adegboyega and the fraudulent dissipation of his movable and immovable assets and transfer of the proceeds of sale of same to her lover in the United Kingdom.
Because no, hold on. Did you see where she is? She is trying to hold on a second. She is now, whichever part she moved to, right? She's now seeking the assistance of an immigration attorney to get her an international passport so she can now go to said Pastor Toby.
Yeah.
You understand? So all of this is playing out, and Mr. Nigerian Soccer Larry is now hiring great defense attorneys, or divorce attorneys, and saying, listen, this is what we are going to do now in this court of law.
But you realize the biggest issue here, as they stated, is not the DNA.
The DNA.
It is that she is seeking to move
his assets,
what they call movable and immovable assets, to her lover in the UK.
Yeah.
So the man I said, all right, children are mine or not mine is not the main thing, But the fact that I have discovered that you have extramarital affairs and you are now moving, film things them. Go to the man who you are work it out with.
It's an issue.
Judgment.
No, but the thing is too, if you read in the first paragraph, Rodney, go to the first paragraph when they call it a name and they say reverse psychology, because she's trying to work her little brain on him as to what he did and how he did and all of these things. But he's saying no. Let us just look at what is at play here. You've had these affairs. Now you want to move my things with you and your lover. That not work. It not gonna work out.
It is, however, more shocking that our client to our client, that your client, who is gradually playing her orchestrated scripts, in bracket, reverse psychology, in order to perfect her intentions of swindling. Yo, let me tell you something.
This letter right here, let me tell you something about language.
For law is most attractive.
No,
right?
but language, period. No. You shouldn't say for law,
Well, language is.
Language. And that is why I say sometimes, you see, people who curse a lot, carry on and whatever is because of lack of language. If you have language, you know, if you cuss bad, if you have language, you can cuss off somebody right here, so, and you don't, hold on. You can tell somebody off, in the nicest of terms, and when you know when the success is when the person you tell off leave the room and say, wait a second, did she just tell me off?
Yes,
you understand what I'm saying?
That is function once said about a man.
Language.
He said, "This is a man being awarded tonight and rewarded after having such an extinguished career."
There you go.
Well. Yeah, never got distinguished.
But extinguished. Yes, so these things have been happening so much, whereas women, and I'm an advocate for you guys. I am a woman. I've been a woman all my life. Stop it. It is not. Clearly, it is happening over there in Nigeria as well. I don't care how much you look up and down and all over the place. We are not. We got a bad rap yesterday, last year. We got a bad rap last year, ladies. We must do better. I do agree. We must do better. However, you don't have the figures and the facts of everywhere in the world to come now and just blankly say that Jamaica is the capital here of blank of what?
Karen, I will
fraternity fraud.
Fraternity fraud. Karen, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
I will say it to you one more time.
Go ahead.
I have traveled the world and I know Nigeria is very far in the back.
Yeah.
Jamaica is
you
right
don't
now
know that. You don't know that.
The leading cause of that material.
Then hold on a second.
Is
she going to come with 3 one time? 3 one time, That's a 3 lick one time, Can you imagine? No, I'm not going to claim it though.
It is a fact.
I am not.
Because she's a woman. Because she's the woman.
I'm a woman.
Incontrovertible.
1, 2, 3. 3 men against this one lady in here.
You know it's fact. We're not against you.
I know. Razzie is saying it's me against the fact. It's quite all right.
And by the way, this is a fact that is over 20 years consistently.
Yes, and we will do better. I bet you as of next year the figures going to go down. I bet you as of next year the figures going to go down. Ladies, we really need to do better. You understand? Because some things, when we do things, it can't rub out, and it definitely can't rub out with children, because DNA is DNA. You understand what I'm saying? And if it is that you have already done it, can you imagine the impact that's going to have on the child when the child don't even know who?
If and when they ever discover.
They usually do discover though. They usually do. Well in Jamaica how they discover.
It's really the embassy
when
they
file.
When you file. Or health. I have long advocated for it.
So Razzie would like to advocate for mandatory DNA testing at birth.
Yeah. Of course.
And if so, I don't have any issues with that, because it will allow the ladies to be more forthright and transparent in their dealings.
Or even if they don't want to be forthright, the results will at least allow honesty to be there from jump. You must know what you're up to, and the rule is.
What is the rule?
The only person who knows is the mother.
Oh.
No, that
That's
can't
the rule.
work.
No,
that can't work. That can't work.
Oh, you know.
That can't work.
Wait on Jerome. Oh, you know.
Hold on a second.
Ask Grassy. Oh, he know.
Hold on.
Oh, else you know.
Hold on. Because Rodney likes to bring up these rules. This is the world according to Rodney.
Oh, else you know.
Rodney, let me ask you something. Yeah. You are saying that once that DNA test has been conducted, the only person who knows the results is the mother?
No, I'm saying when you are told you are the father, the only person who know as a fact
you are not the father
is the mother.
Is the mother.
A man, so me have to take it as you tell me. You say me? Me have to take what you tell me, because who else must know? You alone can know.
Okay, I thought you meant like when the test results come back.
No, but one of the reasons they oppose mandatory testing is, boy, next thing you hear a man find out And a problem. No. It is far better. I'm a no.
Him just leave
him
it
stay.
at that.
But it can also be looked at as a violation of rights.
Of whose rights?
You know what I'm saying? Of rights.
Of
Because
whose
if I am an honorable, forthright, upstanding woman and I am in a relationship with my husband, I am married and everything, I'm going to be very, very insulted for you to now come to me now and tell me now, say me must get DNA rights. No, that now work out. But we have to wrap up this. You have any last words?
You can.
No. All right, there you go.
I don't know where
you
Nigerian baller
say no. The Nigerian baller right now.
He married.
Married. All right, and another thing too, people, don't play out this whole thing in social media. It's not a good. Not everything must reach here. Not everything must reach here. All right, so we're gonna take a little break and we're gonna come back. When we come back, you know what it is, right? What's on your lunch menu? Today's Sunday Monday. 876-280-6629.
Pork.
No, I cooked yesterday, and I forgot to take the picture.
I spend no time with my girl and my girl I give me bone. I spend no time with my woman and my woman I give me bone. Boy. And I spend no time with my girl and my girl I give me bone. And I spend no time with my woman and my woman I give me bone. Boy. Yeah. When me run out and next man I run in. Turn me back and next man I turn in. In a me place I make love and a maca song. We say bunny, yes, this boy drink out my fruit juice them. Boots I'll use and I'll me use them. Marina stretch out, it look like we wear the same size, and we can't find me new shoes.
Are you ready?
Time for a change, time for a new gear. Time to be brave, cause it's a new year. I'm paving my way now, embrace the new changes. New BC of Jamaican flavor, stay thirsty for more.
Oh, every time I pay the rent, it feel like the money could have been better spent. I want something for my own. I want to turn the key in my own home. They make it so convenient when you contact the NHD. No matter your home ownership goal, you can get a loan easily. If owning a home is what you want to do, NHD is here for delivering more. Delivering more.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Suene.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
People, me have something to tell you now.
So now, Monday to Friday, and Nationwide 90 FM. This is the thing, man. This is the saga.
Me turn the stove down low and just pull the windows open. I'm in the mood, so me not go spoil it. Bet you are gonna want me cook again. Saying, food, it's been a long, long time. I'm cooking some ackee for you, girl. But it seems like you never like rice. So I'm gonna get some flour first. And I want to give you some good.
It's lunchtime. What's on your lunch menu?
Hear me, I said, no, man.
Let me just tell you something. Tomorrow I'm coming in here with 2-pot cover because I am going to be demonstrating cause
first
I am a woman in here You know what I'm saying? And I realize that these men are so overpowered by my presence.
I beg
they
your
feel so insecure.
Your pardon.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm offended.
Yes. I realize that it's a thing, but you need to get used to it.
No, you know what Karen does pull power do. What the lawyer did say? Reverse psychology. We catch Karen we catch her in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Karen posted last week a picture of fish. Well, look like when dog get catching a barbed wire,
and it get chamba and chaka. And we do understand that the reason why I forgot to take the picture first. I went into the fish first, and I'm like, oh my God, let me take the picture.
Let me tell it as it be. Mm-hmm. Before we come back from the break, Karen declared.
I declared.
Emphatically so.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
In a matter of transparency.
Quote.
And it come bite me.
Mm-hmm. I had this delectable dish yesterday.
I didn't say delectable. I said I cooked yesterday because
of it.
We all know when Karen cooks, it's a national holiday, right? So
you forget. And you promised, Rassi.
I did not promise anybody anything.
Didn't Karen promise last week after that disastrous picture that she would ensure that a promising picture, something that
because everybody
look good,
because everybody here know that Karen don't cook.
Lo and behold, bring it up.
Oh my God,
bring it up.
Let me tell you something. You see this rabble-rouser in here. Rabble-rouser.
You never cooked yesterday, Karen.
That is why.
You did not cook.
That is why when Jesus went and they went to crucify him, them choose the criminal over him. You know, that is exactly what them doing to you inside there today.
Are you cut Jesus slippers?
So what is this? Oh, Jean? This can't be Jean. It's food in there. It's meat in there.
Cucumber.
It's Jean?
Cucumber, it appears.
Is our Jean eating meat now?
No, but that look like fish on the far end. It looks like 2 cuts of fish, fried fish.
It's 2. Okay. All right,
Jerome, you're closer. Is that
all right? So let me describe for the people who are riding around. So we have Jean, and you know Jean is our regular. Jean is our die. I mean, she's our ride or die, right? Yeah. So Jean now has her signature cucumbers, and and they say it's Jean, but I don't know because the signature cucumbers don't have that serrated edge. So I'm having a little bit of problem with this. There is some very red, beautiful tomatoes as well, and then there is a mixed veg. You know the mixed veg, either frozen or in the can, and then. We have
beans in that.
It's mixed veg, man. You don't know mixed veg with the corn, the carrot, right? And
but I'm
corn,
thinking
carrot,
that's fried fish,
green peas. Okay, fine. Then we have rice and peas, and on the top of the plate there is something that looks like fish, according to Rodney. And then at the bottom of the plate we have it looks like chicken, right? Could it be chicken?
It could be a cut of fish, you know. I'm not sure,
But what is throwing me now is Jean, as we know her to be, is a vegetarian. So two things. Even though it's Jean from Mandeville, I don't know if it's our Jean or another Jean.
I don't know if fish is.
And I don't know this plate either.
If you're vegetarian, you can't eat fish.
Yeah, you can be what is a pescatarian?
I think the pescatarian the fish only.
So maybe she's but usually it's tofu that she sends in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's tofu. It's never any kind of meat at all. So what are we giving this meal here? It looks really, really good. And Jean, whichever Jean, if it's Jean that we know or Jean that we don't know.
That we know, this is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
Unusual
Big up Robin.
I get 8.5 for this. I don't feel a regular plate this. Yeah.
Okay.
8.5.
All right.
They make a song about Jean, you know. You know the song?
No, yes,
okay,
I do.
Okay.
I do. I actually do. You know what I think? I think my son is home. You know, he can't send the picture.
Hold on. So what you're trying to say? Your son took the picture, but you never take it?
No, I said I am going to ask him to send so I can know be what you call the word? What the word now?
Redemption.
Redeemed. Because you say no that me never cook.
No, but which picture? Him have a picture of yesterday cooking.
It's in the fridge.
She said him. You know, the food
there is some leftover. So you don't have leftover food? You don't have leftover food?
So this is a photograph, you know?
Yes.
It's not only retro. And like yesterday.
You bad mind.
But a piece
Rodney can't cook. You know why Rodney? You know why Rodney getting at me?
Chef, you know,
because Rodney make you lose the cook off last year because of the drinks. Me not stop.
No, and that you know, the fact that Karen cannot cook.
I can't cook.
And me did do my best.
We had our thing in here, and I won. I am the undisputed champion in here.
No man, if you can cook design, you can win. But design can't cook. Rocky Point, and that a big time Clarendon.
What exactly is this, please?
Curry bean.
Curry, coconut sauce, conch. With what? Is that steam bami? Is steam bami?
It look like it's a steam bami.
Yeah.
On that style.
And shredded veg on a bed of lettuce.
So it's a cooked down conch stew.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Yes,
man. Curry
this looks nice. This look nice. Razzie.
Yeah.
And this you should have ordered, don't it?
No, Razzie don't go. Anyway, it's alright.
Oh, you mean?
Where does it say?
Also, this is a last week dish. So, is that part of the rule? Can you send last? You can send last.
I guess it was so nice they had to send it twice. But Rocky Point, we need some original dishes, please.
All right.
We're going to excuse it today.
We have to tell everybody. Though.
Yes, we're going to excuse it today,
but
please, because you are you. But I'm thinking too. But knowing Rocky Point, whoever sent this probably didn't know that they sent it last week. I'm giving them all kinds of allowances here.
Big up Rocky Point. Some serious fishing spot down there, man. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, Karen, I try our best. But let me tell you something, you know.
I haven't even sent it my son yet.
But
how much we're grading this? Yes, how much we're grading this?
Kong stew, and the fact said, yo, half of the picture sort of under the banner there. But anyway, me da run it 7.5, you know.
No, sir.
What happened?
I good old stew conch, you know.
No man, it's curry. No, brother, curry are your problem.
No man,
I'm giving it an 8.5.
Curry junk, or you done alright with it. As long as it's curry. Go easy, Jerry.
I'm giving it an 8.5. Guys, I am going to be on my phone just in 1 minute because I need to get the food that is in the fridge. I need to have it picked.
Rassi, I am here to tell people. Let me tell you something, you know. You can't keep certain secrets side of me.
What do you mean I can't keep?
I prep Karen phone. Karen is in a chat group, a WhatsApp group. I ask people to send a picture at the lunch.
Oh my God, Almighty! Take his phone too. Take his phone too.
Oh, you take that one there.
People, I get to realize that this man right here, so will come here and
group.
Make up stories.
Can Karen be searching in a WhatsApp group
and I get to
people?
Understand too. I get to understand too that this gentleman here, I carry belly for me from last year because he make me lose the competition. Oh my God, what is this? Lord Jesus and peace. Oh my God. Who is this? Who is?
Hold on, is fried dumpling that? You sure?
Jamaica
says fried dumpling that?
No, Jamaica latest. That's not fried dumpling. Jamaica latest. Get it wrong again.
It don't look like fried dumpling.
That
look like
sweet potato
or sweet potato.
Sweet potato. What you call it? Scooped. Exactly, with some raisins in there.
Yeah.
Jamaica lettuce, who is known as the food thief, has now resurfaced because he wasn't here last week. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, by the way, Karen, as a design specialist,
yes,
please take note that the tomato,
yes, we saw that
is done in a rose.
And I can do that actually. You can't do it though, but I know I can. You have to like.
Oh, you can't cook, but you can make rose. You can make tomato rose.
Of course, you
Big
have to peel the tomato like how you would peel an orange.
Regular knife or a serrated knife?
It's a regular knife. You don't need a serrated knife for this. A regular paring knife, a short. You know what a paring knife is? The short one. That's very, very, very sharp. Right? Okay, so White Sand, as I said, White Sand Beach said that they did not understand. Hold on. White Sand Beach said they didn't realize that they sent in the picture from last week. Just like that's how you mustn't judge.
Okay.
And then now they're going to rally back.
But
we'll come again and say that look like cow skin. Him don't know. Jamaica latest teeth the picture and don't know.
Could be pork.
And him don't know what the description is.
Fatty pork.
That look like some kind of foot.
If one of cow foot a pork.
It look cow foot. No, the piece closer to the
That is cold food.
The piece closer to the what we did decide it was again sweet potato.
Sweet potato,
That
yeah,
look like cold food in a real
like
life.
mashed sweet potato with raisins in there.
But
somebody know.
What? And you
this
know
thing
what?
already?
I want to think so because I remember the rose. I remember the rose in there. I remember the rose. I really think that is true. Jamaica ladies, you really need to do better. You know, you need Jesus.
In spite of the cold food, I would have given this 8.5.
I'm not grading
As a
it.
matter of fact, I would have given this 9.
I'm not grading. Because Jamaica ladies.
In spite of the cold food. Yeah.
Oh, we have a break? Oh, all right. We have a little break and we'll come right back. Thanks, guys.
JP said baby's banana chips. 20% more chips in the banana left them crown. The time by JP said Mary's banana chips is
2 p.m.
Nationwide 90 FM is at it again. Team Revolution will clear every hurdle and sprint to the finish line as we cover the games of the 33rd Olympiad from Paris, the city of love.
Winning by daylight and setting a world record 9.68. The wind is okay.
Nationwide's coverage is powered by our diamond sponsor, KFC. It's finger-licking good across all locations island-wide.
On my mind this morning.
On my mind this morning.
On my mind this morning. This year, Nationwide This Morning will be sharing the microphone and space with opinion leaders, newsmakers, and society's movers and shakers. Join us weekday mornings at 6:30 for What's on My Mind, where we'll feature several commentators focusing on issues affecting Jamaicans and our beloved country. We'll amplify what matters to you: politics, the economy, crime and security, gender, culture, entertainment, and everything in between. Tune in to Ricardo, Tana, and Saeed and our new commentators every weekday morning at 6:30 for What's on My Mind. Only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
You deserve a beautiful home. Join the expert Karen Booker, your design diva, this and every Saturday at 1 to 2 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM. Learn what's really behind the design. Access insights and hacks that'll have your home looking like it was snatched from a magazine cover. From cushions to curtains, choosing colors to carpets, Karen will teach you the secret of the pros. That's the Design Studio every Saturday at 1 p.m. here on Nationwide 90.
Cliff Says is by far the most popular mid-morning radio segment in Jamaica. Cliff Hughes shares his views on the hot-button topics of the day, editorializing on various issues in the news, breaking news stories, and expounding on stories. Cliff Says sets the tone of the show for the rest of the day. Join the award-winning journalist Cliff Hughes weekdays during Cliff Hughes Online at 10 to 10:30 a.m. Join the revolution in media.
Cliff Says is brought to you by Educom Credit Union, providing value through service, and Hyundai, modern premium affordable vehicles.
Suppose you had a chance to ask anything of the government. Well, here is your opportunity to ask your minister. Ask the Minister will be a 1-hour program that will give you the chance to voice your concerns and have your questions answered. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM for Ask the Minister during Cliff Hughes Online, Tuesdays 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Let your voice be heard. Join the discourse. Ask the Minister. Made possible by the Office of the Prime Minister. Right here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Oh yeah.
You asked for it. We listened, we promised, and we delivered.
Would you believe me if I told you?
Affairs of the Heart will now be aired from 9 to 10:30 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM.
Affairs of the Heart.
More time for you, our guests, listeners, viewers, and callers to interact, give opinions, get some surprises, and serious discussion. And laughs, of course. Extra time, much more Affairs of the Heart, now from 9 to 10:30 p.m. every Tuesday on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Brought to you by Supermed Pharmacy. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed. And the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Healthy people, healthy environment.
So guys, guess what? We are now in, of course, my favorite segment, the crowd's favorite segment, regardless of what Mr. Man over here wants to say, because we're not, you're just a guan. But yes, okay, so we're now in the design studio with, of course, our Rodney and Jerome over there, who is, our deputy head boy, and he's certainly repping these days, whole lot of engagement. And guess what, guys? We have Miss Tamika Hill in the house. She's so nice. We just had to do it twice. She's back. All right, so Tamika, we are getting ready now to buy a house, right? Mm-hmm. So there are lots of things that we have to go forward now and get together, all kinds of things to get us in that state of readiness.
Right.
Talk to me.
All right. So the last time I came here, I actually discussed the building process.
Yes.
Because that's also one avenue of home ownership.
Yeah,
not
man.
just to buy, but you can also build.
Mm-hmm.
And
NHT give you money for build house, right?
Build on your own home.
On your
right.
Build on your own land.
Yes.
Right.
That kind of thing.
So basically, we realize that it's such a diverse topic that has several moving parts, and so we wanted to do a round two to that.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually quiz you, Karen.
Why though?
Because I can't quiz Rodney. The last time I was in studio with you.
So why not quiz the YouTube people who's supposed to be paying attention? Or Rodney or Jerome over there, because he's deputy head boy.
It's all right.
You be quiet.
Maybe Rodney knows the answer.
You built the foundation for this, so work with it. Yeah.
Relax.
You see where I put that in there?
Let's
all
ignore
right.
him.
So I just put that foundation argument in there.
Ignore him.
So the last time that I was here, I discussed that the NHT has two different loans for building, right? The first one is the build on own land loan. So that, as the name suggests, means that you already own your own land.
Yes.
And so you need, from the NHT, funds or a loan in order to build it. What's the maximum amount, Karen, that you can get to build on your own land?
7 million.
What you say, Rodney?
I'd go with 10. It's really 5. It's really 5, but I'd go with 10.
7 million. 7.5.
7.5. Oh,
Well,
so that you put on the 0.5?
Hope so. I think it's about time it go up though. It was recently increased, so
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
So it's now 7.
And the truth is that the NHT really determines the market. So if we increase it, the cost of housing also increases. So in order to keep it at a good rate, we try to ensure that we consider our contributors.
All right,
And we spoke
7.5.
about a construction loan, Karen. And that construction loan is really divided in two. So you get a certain amount for land and a certain amount for building. Do you remember how much you get for land?
3.5.
Wow. 3.5 what?
Million.
That's right. So that's the maximum amount that
God,
you
there,
can
Karen.
get. Yes. Why you cut your eyes at you?
God, there, Karen. She'll take time build. She's building up for this. Yeah.
So if you could afford 7.5 million,
yes,
then you have a remaining 4 million in which to build.
Yes.
So building
and this is on the basis that you're building on your own land.
Right.
So you get a part for the land and a part for the construction.
Right. That's for the construction loan.
So
you wouldn't have had your land yet.
Okay.
So you're buying your land and you can get up to 3.5 to buy the land and the remaining amount to build.
So there's another part of this construction argument that says I already have a house and wish to do construction on the house. Does NHT facilitate
so that would be considered improving or
home improvement loan.
Right. So you can always add on to it or improve it. Okay. So we have a loan for that. Anything you need, we have a loan for it.
I hear you.
Okay, all right. So Radley Boy is asking, can the guest, Mr. Mika, please explain the selection process for NHT schemes for us?
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. We're not even discussing building. We're just going right into
go right
else.
into it, and then after that, because Mr. Mika came very prepared, But I don't want to. What I didn't want to do is, everything comes up in the chat, and then I lose the question. So if we can just answer that quickly, and then we're going to stay on target and on point. I promise.
That's fine. All right. So basically, we have a point system. The longer it is that you've been contributing, the more points you would get. If also you fall on the low income threshold, then you'd also get additional points for that. So everything is accumulated, and then we determine. So once it is that you've applied for a loan, one of the things that we're also doing, let me just plug that right now, is that we have a certain percentage allotted to young adults and to persons living with disability as well as public sector workers. So no matter what, these people would get 10% of the houses that we build. So persons can rest assured that if you apply, even if you are a young person, you still have an opportunity, even though people think that, if I don't have enough points, but you still have an opportunity.
But let's look at the reality of, say, 1,000 people all qualify with the same amount of points. Is it what we call a random raffle system?
No, it's
just goes through a system and it's a bing, bing, bing.
No,
all right, Tom,
qualify.
Harry, Mary.
It's very rare that everybody would have the same number of points because there are different factors that determine how many points you get. So once it is that you've been contributing for a while, you fall in the low income bracket, then you have additional points, and that would push you up more. But once we go through the listing and see, then you may end up, if you can't afford it, then we select the person that comes underneath. So some people, they weren't selected in the first go, but then they get a call perhaps 2 weeks later to say you were selected. So even if your name doesn't appear on the list, it doesn't mean all hope is lost.
Okay. All right, let's get back to your class now. You're teaching us. Okay. Necessary steps to follow to ensure that we are in a state of readiness.
So the first thing is that there is a legal process. I'm not an attorney, so I can't go into all the different aspects of it, but I can speak to it in a broader sense. So there's a legal aspect, and one of the things that we do is that you pre-qualify first at the branch. So we determine how much you can afford, if you have all your necessary paperwork. Then you come into legal conveyancing, and one of the first things they look out for is whether or not the land that you're buying has a registered title. And if the title is registered, whose name is on it?
Okay.
So if Rodney, your name is on the title, but you spell it Rodniy, but your actual name is Rodney, then that has to be fixed.
We have to go back down to land agency and sort out that.
So we'd have to do those sort of checks and balances to ensure that is addressed.
Okay.
We also have a restrictive covenant, and what that means is when you come in, we would check to ensure that the zoning of the area is for construction. So you can't come in with land for agriculture and think that I can build on this land. Right?
Yeah.
So we have to determine that this is actually for construction and ensure that it's for dwellings.
So let me ask you this now, because Jamaica, sometimes some of us think that rules are there as a suggestion as opposed to what happens if the case comes in where it's for agriculture but I need to build, but I really want to build on it?
That's a tricky question. One of the things that we'd have to determine if the community is changing somewhat, then we'd have to say, okay, we'd have to see and get some legal understanding of how the community is shaping and forming. So if there are changes, then there has to be something that we have on paper to say these are the changes. So you'd have to get your lawyers involved before we're able to give any sort of
because you know what I'm even thinking about too, some of these residential areas, and sometimes but the areas are changing to more commercial, and they're building and so on, so that you'd have to change the covenant as well. All right.
I want to throw something in the mix for a second. For 50 years there's been a parcel of land right beside Jerome's house, and he's been maintaining it.
Jerome not 50.
He's tried for a long time to ascertain who the owner is. He's always had to clear the land, for foliage, all this. He's maintained it. Now, he's interested in looking at what is known as the back tax on this land. Can he now come to the NHT and say, hey, I've done all this and I now want to have this piece of land acquired. Will you assist?
All right. Cliffhanger. Wait a second. Answer on when we come back. All right.
Modern Woodcraft Limited has ready-made furniture at low prices. From 5-piece dining tables, bedroom sets, and sectional living room sets to wing chairs, kitchen and bathroom cabinets, they have it all. Special offers on custom-made front doors and closets. Call 876-620-7460, 876-565-2162, or visit 88 Moulins Road near Washington Boulevard. Modern Woodcraft Limited. We'll make your home look better for less.
Experience Jamaica's Olympic triumphs in Jamaica Gold, a golden spotlight.
Brought to you by Houghton's Pharmacy. Houghton's RX Pack for better medication management.
After Donald Quarry's triumph in the men's 200 meters final at the 1976 Games, Jamaica's athletes would go another 20 years without winning Olympic gold. That cycle was ended in style by Dion Hemmings at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. Hemmings became the first ever Jamaican woman to win Olympic gold, taking the 400 meters hurdles in an Olympic record of 52.82 seconds.
And the world champions coming back on Hemmings now, and Buford on the inside. They're absolutely neck and neck, and Hemmings, is she strong enough to take this Olympic title? Batten on the near side, she's stuttered in. Hemmings and Batten, and these three, and Hemmings is going to do it. Hemmings wins it, she's the champion. Batten the silver medalist, Beaufort Bailey the bronze, 52.82, a personal best, a new Olympic record. She's always promised it, but this year she could hurdle, and this year she proved she had the strength. Bronze medalist last time, gold medalist this time. Dion Hemmings is the Olympic champion.
You just experienced a Jamaican Olympic triumph in Jamaica Gold, a golden spotlight.
Brought to you by Houghton's Pharmacy. Houghton's RX Pack for better medication management.
Catch the E-Zone with me, the Stinger Honeybee, alongside
Kareem Boy Ting.
As we turn up the heat in the street.
New show.
New vibes.
Same us.
Same us.
Monday to Friday, 3 to 5 p.m.
Right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
We'll bring you entertainment news.
We'll take away your Monday blues.
You don't want to miss a week with us.
We'll talk health.
Well,
jump into the mix.
Or the hot seat.
Don't miss the brain buster.
Or the crazy giveaways.
I mean, is this planet Earth?
Is it?
I don't know, let me check. Either way, it's got a buzz.
And a bug, I think.
Ow.
Sound off, Monday to Friday, and Nationwide, 90 FM. This is Beanie Man, give it to them, Zaga, Zen.
Pico candy red on me O's. Now I'm a vehicle can't do than me house. No, my 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 vehicle can't do than me.
80 minutes after 2 o'clock right here, we're speaking with the NHT, that's the National Housing Trust, right? And right before the break, I had asked you a question for our listeners and viewers on YouTube. In the event that there's been a piece of land sitting adjoining my property, I have maintained it for all this time, and I have sought to ascertain who owns it. I've been paying up that land tax, and I now want to be able to acquire this land and build on it. When I come to the NHT, what are you going to tell me?
That's why I said the first thing that you have to ensure is that the land is registered in your name, or you have legal permission to build on that land. As I said before, I'm not an attorney.
Right, yes.
But I do know that there are some sort of facilities in place if you're paying your property taxes and those things. But perhaps the land agency would be better able to advise you of that. So always try and speak to a lawyer and find out what are the steps to take for something like that.
Before approaching the NHT, because the NHT is not necessarily there to provide that kind of advice.
Right. So that's why the first thing I said is ensure that the land is registered in your name, or you have legal permission to build on that land.
All right. So now we talked about the registered title. We have the restrictive covenant. What else?
So there's the surveyor's ID report, and it's basically, it guides where you can build. So you know that there are certain boundaries that are put in place where you can't build over your neighbor's property.
Yes, ma'am.
Or if your neighbor has built on your property, then what are the next steps?
And you can't encroach
and exactly
close
because
to a main road
so
or
much
encroaching
going on to our neighbors, like 12 inches,
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And to the front,
and to the front,
to
and
the
so
road.
it boils down to inches sometimes. And so there's a covenant for that. Continue.
Yes, so there's the surveyor's IDs report, and it must be signed by a commissioned land surveyor, and you have to come in with that, and we review.
Hold on. Commissioned land surveyor. Is this commissioned land surveyor someone who has to be approved on your list, or is this somebody, as long as they're a commissioned land surveyor, you will accept
as long as
their
you're a
report?
commissioned land surveyor.
Good. So that's before I get into anything else.
Yes.
I need to go for that.
Yes.
And this
So
is
these
whether
are
or
the
not
steps you
this
have
is
to
not
take
waiting on
before.
approval. Approved or not, once I'm seeking to get some business done with the NHT, walk with this.
Yes.
That's what she's going through the list.
Cha.
See the list,
So you know, so
You
we
see the
lose
list.
our
Registered
dry,
title,
you know.
covenant, surveyors.
So maybe you tell me no,
report.
but I have to have this first.
Yes. Continue, miss.
Only for money,
That
you
is
know.
why she's saying
Only for money spend
what
before you
Tamika
come
is
to the
doing
house, you
right
know.
now is to save you some time. You know, and so you don't go down there without all of the documents. So you have all of these documents in hand.
Registered title.
And so it's the research.
Restrictive
Covenant. Don't
Surveyor's
things
ID
right now.
report.
Yeah, continue,
Okay.
ma'am.
Right. So because preparation is key, right?
Of course,
So you
and
have
research.
to come prepared, right? So we would have done at the branch network level, found out whether or not you have the capacity to undertake this mortgage. So
Yes.
whether or not you can properly afford to pay for the mortgage.
Yes.
And then if there is any sort of interest on the land, we would need to find that out. It doesn't preclude you from getting a loan, but that is something that we would need to know, because the land is usually used as a security.
When you say if there's any interest on the land,
Meaning if somebody has taken something else out.
outside of my application, in the event that Karen, who is my wife, took out a mortgage 10 years ago.
Or use it for
or
something.
use it
Or
as
a
collateral.
guarantor, something, exactly.
So the land has to be clear.
Clear.
Yes, that's preferred. That's preferred.
Okay.
And that if you come in with a building plan, for example, and the actual land says that we're only doing single unit dwelling on this particular land,
Yes.
then that's something that we also need to identify and ensure that that is done. So we want to ensure that the requisite building is approved.
That's
because
a parish
there's certain,
council approval they're talking about, for example?
Yes. Yes, because there's some areas that they want apartments or they want a townhouse. Only townhouses can be built on this land. You have to ensure that you have that sort of approval first.
If I get the approval for a single family home dwelling, as we very well know in Jamaica, so that's what's approved. 6 months down the road, I do a little thing and decide I want to build 3 townhouses. Do I have? Am I now required to come back to you, the housing trust, and say I've made this change?
I think it's
no.
Or do I go to probably the parish council?
Remember, when we give you the loan to build, it's given in 3 tranches. So you get one part, and you have to build what you said you were going to build before you get the next part.
That is the important part where I ask,
So no, people who are doing the single family homes, but the real intention is not to do a townhouse, but to do an Airbnb. You might be in a little bit of issues
because you build part.
Yes.
And
nothing not going to release until you stick to the plan.
Right.
Okay.
And something that I've always said is, if we give you a part of the funds and you don't utilize all of it, or you use part to go buy a car, you won't get the second tranche. You won't get the remaining amount. You have to use the funds to build. Right.
All
shoes carrying.
All of the funds to build.
Yes. Only
and
that.
Build what you have been approved to build.
What happens if you gave me, or we agreed, 7.5?
All right.
So you've already given me 2.5, you give me 2.5.
Yeah.
I happen to be able now, by the time I'm ready to get the third tranche, to work out being able to do this at $500,000 less. You're not giving me this money same way? Or you decide to cut the check 500,000 short?
Good question.
Well, that's a hard question. But that one,
why you fire so much today?
No.
That's a hard one. But
no,
I don't
I'm just checking
think
because
that,
remember, you only give me money on the basis that I have to spend it on what I say I'm going to spend it on. So what happens if I no longer need as much?
You're coming in
but that's a good thing. Don't it tell me?
But you're coming in with your invoice, Remember,
right.
You're coming in with the invoice. You said the child is going to cost this amount and that amount.
Good.
So we already have that sort of established norm. But whether it falls short, I don't think that the NHT would have a problem, but do not quote me on it.
No. Okay. That's an attorney's argument. But
so why?
It's just
it's a good question.
And you can be guided. You can be guided by it and come back and knock us with the truth.
Yes,
because
definitely.
Definitely. So if there's interest on the land, and then now your building has been approved,
right?
And then the property taxes.
Yes, you have to ensure that the property taxes are paid up, right?
Yes.
Before we can distribute the loan to you.
Yes, that is a big thing.
A whole heap of things you have to make sure before.
Before
preparation
you go. Preparation is key.
Not even buy a block yet, or a lender steel. All this paperwork
at least you know. At least you know.
Order.
I think we are again a last minute. Hurry, come on. We want to do this and we could just go now and we jump the gun. What Tammy is saying is, listen, we need to prepare. We need to research. We need to get our documents in order. That may take a year.
But you know something?
Yeah.
While we are mentioning getting the paperwork in order, let me just go a step ahead. No, man, don't worry about it. So now that I'm building, I'm still required as we go along, to be paying the property tax. Suppose you check and realize that in year 2, while I'm building, I haven't paid the property tax last year.
Remember,
you draw breaks on the funding for the third tranche because I stop paying the property tax?
No, that's not how it works. What we ensure is that the property tax was paid on the land before you started.
Before I started. So your concern ends as long as up to that time I'm up to date.
Right.
You're good. After that, it's no longer your issue. Right. It's not a housing trust issue.
And
after
remember,
that.
we give you a full year to build before you start paying your mortgage.
You never tell me that part there.
Yes.
Oh,
I build mortgage free for a year.
For a year.
Jerome.
But what is the time? But usually when you're building, it is a year. You understand? So you get that moratorium.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
what
good.
if the property has another financial institution, like another bank, you know what I'm saying, involved? And there is interest not yet paid on that property?
Right. So that's why I was saying earlier that it won't preclude you from the process.
Even though there's another...
Right. But you have to ensure. So, for example, if the land is, it's really dependent on the value of the land. So if your loan is perhaps $3.5 million to pay for the land, and you have an interest of 200,000, then that's something that we can factor in. But again, it's good to come in and speak with us. I've always said that the NHT is a customer-centric organization. We're very understanding, and we're always trying to see, okay, these are special conditions under which we will deal with some aspects of home ownership, because we understand the culture, we understand how contributors may face different challenges. So always just come in and speak to us, and we'll guide you through the process as best as possible.
Okay.
There's just one 30-second thing.
Okay.
What's the latest on families being able to put together and approach the
build?
NHT? Yeah.
Okay, so we have, I was telling Karen last week that we have you can have up to 3 persons applying, or at least 3 persons applying, and you can have up to 9 persons. You remember, Karen?
Yes, man. Oh, yes. Very clearly. 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a little break, and then we're just going to wrap up after the break.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, cool.
There's a
Come a pico candy red on me O's. 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 Come a pico candy red on me O's.
This outstanding 6'4" athlete credits Jamaica with her first Olympic victory ever.
Jamaica is filled with Olympians.
World record holder McKinley dashes into the lead.
We must never forget the forerunners of Jamaican Olympic greatness.
Coming into the home stretch, it's Wint who challenges the leader.
Win or lose, athletes never forget their Olympic experience.
Fairly knotty and devastated. Another world-class field.
And Hemmings is going to do it. Hemmings wins it. She's the champion. A personal...
Win or lose, Jamaicans will cheer the loudest at the Olympics so that the world will never forget who we are.
And Usain Bolt is moving away. And Jamaica retained their title. And the world record has been taken apart. Oh, I say.
From July 26 to August 11, tune in only to Nationwide 90 FM for the coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, because we're here to ensure that you never forget. Nationwide's coverage is powered by our bronze sponsors: National Road Operating and Construction Company Limited, Grace Foods, Spirits of Jamaica, Imperial Optical Jamaica, and Rainforest Caribbean.
Alrighty. So we are back, of course, and we're just wrapping up our segment here. So, Miss Tamika, please give us all of the socials and how we go about, asking our many questions when it comes to, and the app. We get a lot of, not complaints, but points sometimes to say that the app doesn't work sometimes. Could you just tell us why, and then we'll just wrap up?
All right. So, no technology is flawless.
Okay.
So if you're having a challenge on our app, then you can come online, and it's online.nht.gov.jm. So it gives you a similar feeling to that of the app, where you can find out your eligibility, how much you're eligible for, and so forth.
Okay.
So that's always available to you. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn.
Okay.
And some of them are the NHT, and others would be the National Housing Trust.
Mm-hmm.
So just try it, because
Okay.
I don't want to get myself.
And
in
you're on
trouble
TikTok
right
too,
now.
didn't know? Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's
yes,
Dwayne
yes.
Burbick's TikTok. All right, guys. So guess what? Now this is the end of a very informative segment.
Indeed,
as
it was.
usual.
Indeed, it
we
was.
absolutely love NHT when they come because they're really helping us out.
I'm going to throw that list very quickly. Registered
there you
title,
go.
restrictive covenant, surveyor's ID report. Make sure that you have a capacity to be granted the mortgage.
Yeah, meaning
make
you can
sure
afford it.
interest not upon the land. Requisite building approval,
Right.
and the property taxes paid
Paid
up
for.
to the time, round to the hour.
There you
Pass
go.
that
There
on
you
the
go.
land.
All right, we're gonna throw to Jerome. Jerome, please just entertain us, please, with your stats.
Original girl, you want a replica? No. Smoothie, no regular, No. Pretty for real, I'm pretty from my cellular. No. You know, say you had. No.
They never had a pretty girl from Joburg to me now, and that's what they prefer. I don't touch no wheel, cause I got a chauffeur. First class, how I get around the world. Just miss me with the drama, unless you call me with the commas. Or DJ, turn the sound up, cause we about to pour the rounds up. From Jersey to Ibiza, they say it doesn't get sweeter. Feel my body banging like speaker. Ooh, sweating on my concealer. Skin tight, no millimeter. And my face can't make him feel weaker. But you know that my body is a healer. Ooh, I love to make it jump. You know I love to make it jump.
I don't care if I saw you in a magazine or if you're on TV. That one don't mean nothing to me. Don't need a baby, I need a ice cream as if you mean to be disgusting. It's nothing. Chop my banana, one side I laugh and no stopping. Push up, die. No father, no. You tell me mucha como. As I something in my mood. I guess the girl from the ghetto. Girl from uptown. That's the life of a city boy. Damo, jello,
hey, I'm trying to get paid, take money, cash checks. You see the set, that's Lash, that's Dex. Young C, Young Shorty, Milcavelli, White Bricks, True Religion. On the telly, it's me. Wiz got the house full of. That's why I haven't been around for a week. I'm getting pounds in my sleep. I'm at the top of the mountain, it's peak. Bring it back before the villain. I had a life, real talk, true religion. It's in the blood, in the jeans, in the stitching. Walked in, no weapon, made it. Pretty women, new iPhone, cause I'm done with all the. Trying to be in my position. Keep my shades on, cause they're trying to see the
She
vision.
tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me, me tell her say me, oh stay on the road, bad energy stay far away. Make you stay far
This one I better do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did jabata. Dada cover my face, calling me la bada. Biggie man, wait, no day where I bada. Tell me, what's it come? G-Wagon, all depends. Take your time, ride the boat, on the feet. You can bank on it, you can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stand on it. In a private plane, I land on it. They live and they call me Bangoli. Cause I walk around with a bank on me. Show them Gangnam style with the gang on them. Cause my fingers so bad, hang on them. They live. Different type of people, yeah, really cool. And any one of them can. Anytime, anything can happen, no. Anyone that fuck with that thing box, no. They must go and they won't stay on us. So my baby, it's all about your life. Wear my best and play my. It's all about your love. You can put that on track. It's all about your love.
just spend my life for you. I die for us, fight for us. Spend my life for you. Young king, no pretender. Something to remember. She hunting for a spender. The world freeze when you enter. You're pretty like Dolly, can you please take the center? Wow, me see you through me Gucci lenser. What a skin tender, you look like my Benza. Wow, she gon' surrender, I gon' caress you. Best friend, yeah. Girl, pretty like Tony and sing. With me angel without the two wing, yeah. When you kiss me, darling, let me feel like I love me falling, yeah. Feeling bad man, well, me love you like me savings, yeah, yeah.
We are back. We certainly are. So, Rodney, you ever know sometimes when you live with people and them not do nothing, and then you find out 5 years later that them really not do nothing, and then you start complaining to them not do nothing?
Cha-cha.
What you gonna do?
That's all like you just describe worthless.
Yeah, but sometimes we live with luckless people, but because we want to change the narrative in our head and come out on the other side with the fairy tale. So, sometimes we're on their dream. All the time we're on their dream, you know what I mean? Because that's where we live.
Oh.
So I want you as a man to read what is on the screen and just say you're in this position.
All right.
As a man.
Good morning, dreamer.
Yeah.
Been staying with my parents and working for about 3 years now. And everything in the house is me alone. She pressure to do it. I'm fed up. I swear right now, not even have money to go work until, them just drop it up on me. Not even have money to go work until I get paid. Anyone in here could help me out of this situation, I'd be name. Here I know. Me not quite see what go on.
This gentleman,
so
lives with his parent.
And you live with your parents.
Right, but the parent is milking it.
Nobody know nothing. Well,
no.
Here me can tell you.
Yeah.
I am of the view
yes.
that you're an adult person.
Because you work, right?
Right. But you're an adult person. Maybe one of the first things you should have tried to do in these 3 years is go live on your own.
Can I just tell you? If you're doing everything,
no. Even without that, just the fact that, all right, 3 years now, you do your thing. All right. So maybe you want to live on your own. However, if you need to live in a house with your parents because you can't afford to go on your own, maybe it is that your parents, sometimes you have some parents that sit down and feel, say, you owe it to them, if you pay them back for all them do for you. So now them sit down and say, well, me do my time already, your time now. Truth is, maybe you need to go out there on your own. I don't think in this it has given the impression that these are parents or a parent who can't manage.
Here's my take on this.
To do something for themselves.
No, man. It's a good morning, dreamer. I've been staying with my parent,
Staying with.
That's
all like living with.
Staying with. Because obviously when them say staying, you just a pass through.
Yeah.
Me go one time to my mother, One time, me go home to my mother, And I remember my brother came into my room and he said, you can't buy one rug. I said, no, me not stay long. Me don't want to get comfortable. And you just a pass. You understand what I'm saying? So here's the thing now. He says, or she, I've been staying with the parent for about 3 years now and everything in the house is me alone. She pressure to do it. Yeah. No. If they're saying I'm me alone, that means that there are more people there. Me alone. Me alone. She pressure to do it. That means that there are more people in the house
for 3
years. So I just know you find out. Are you alone?
Well, not only that. And right now, me fed up.
And right now, exactly. So you just reached the cup full now.
No, but hear the question.
Yes.
Oh, you come to stay with somebody 3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
That you don't stay with people 3 years.
You stay with somebody 6 months. Tops.
Not really, neither, no, Karen.
Oh, you mean?
You stay with people like...
Until you get back on your feet?
Few weeks.
No. I read this to say they came to stay, like, sometimes you're in transition for a bit.
But
and
3 years,
and the bit now is 3 years.
You want that, Joe? You know, say, in a summer this, all the parents could have sit down and say, I stay, then come have to stay in a 3 year, now, them there, me fed up, you know.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, me now, nothing.
No,
Hey,
but the thing is
I'm just
now,
saying.
this person says, me alone, she pressure to do it, and now the person is fed up and says right now they don't even have money to go to work until them get paid, so they're living hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah, but
and taking all the money and putting in the house.
Is this somebody who has spent 3 years feeling guilty? You know what I mean? It's like them say, like, oh, me I stay at your place.
Yes.
Me I pay the light.
Yes.
Like, oh, me I stay
And the
at
water
your
and
place,
the
me I
gas.
pay the water. And after a while,
And the rent.
you realize, say,
food.
hold on a minute. You know, a 3 year now, nobody not ask me.
Yeah.
You need that money for the light, you need that money for
Stick
the
a
gas.
pin right there, please, and we're gonna come back and really get into the nuts and bolts of this.
Who shops at Creative Building Finishes? You, the homeowner who creates luxurious spaces with our floor and wall tiles. The contractor and builder who are convinced that our ceramic tiles are right for the job. The architect and designer who make dreams come true with our wood look and porcelain tiles. Superior customer service, knowledgeable staff, inviting showroom, and you get where this is going, right? Shop 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get Creative Building Finishes.
Modern Woodcraft Limited has ready-made furniture at low prices. From 5-piece dining tables, bedroom sets, and sectional living room sets to wing chairs, kitchen and bathroom cabinets, they have it all. Special offers on custom-made front doors and closets. Call 876-620-7460, 876-565-2162, or visit 88 Moulins Road near Washington Boulevard. Modern Woodcraft Limited. We'll make your home look better for less.
Oh, every time I pay the rent, it feel like the money could have been better spent. I want something for my own. I want to turn the key in my own home. They make it so convenient when you contact the NHD. No matter your home ownership goal, you can get a loan easily. If owning a home is what you want to do, NHD is here for you. Delivering more.
Experience Jamaica's Olympic triumphs in Jamaica Gold, a golden spotlight.
Brought to you by Horton's Pharmacy. Horton's RX Pack for better medication management.
Jamaica's third gold medal at the Olympic Games came in the men's 4x400 meters relay final at the 1952 Olympics in Helsinki. The quartet of Arthur Wint, Leslie Lang, Herb McKinley, and George Roden won the final and in the process broke the 20-year-old world record with a time of 3 minutes 03.9 seconds. McKinley's third leg of 44.6 seconds, credited with pulling Jamaica into contention from 10 meters back, is considered one of the greatest relay legs in history. On the last leg, George Roden, the 400 meters champion, and USA's Mal Whitfield, the 800 meters champion, ran virtually shoulder to shoulder, but Roden was able to keep the lead and beat Whitfield by a yard. This gave McKinley his first and only Olympic gold medal.
You just experienced a Jamaican Olympic triumph in Jamaica Gold, a golden spotlight.
Brought to you by Horton's Pharmacy. Horton's RX Pack for better medication management.
Watch out for this, I did my best lyrics.
Rastafari party. Me there I go and build, I go and chill, and I sip some roots of Bubble Hill. Cause Rasta no consume season poison. Yeah, in the Rasta party and everything turn upload. Every Rasta we see me make them proud. Fresh like water on the grass with a green letter prince and princess, kings and queens. Yeah, everything turn upload. Every bubble we see me make them proud. Fresh like water on the grass with a green letter prince and princess, kings and queens.
In the air, if you know your heart clean like a whistle, heart clean like a little whistle. Hey, me and my brother them good, me never grudge them flan. Family me deal with me bun, yes man. In a interview them ask no question. Them want know where me born and where me come from. Tell them that I Vegas same time. They saw me born right on the train line. Roll on a half second, it's a game time. And if a brother not half, me say me we share mine with them. Share it like a good means, call me love my family like a cook food. Late in the hours and night we cook food. Every plate of it full of rice and good stew. Hey, let me see some lighter. From your nose say you feel alright. I'm just a love defeat all evil. That song you have to clean and people. Can you hear me when I say, put your lighters in the lighters in the air. If you know, when I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing, so when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air as far as I can.
Let me tell you something, guys. YouTube is ablaze. So if you are just joining us, here's what is happening now.
Yeah.
So somebody, male or female, don't know which gender, moved back into, a parent's house. And apparently they've kind of stayed for 3 years. So 3 years later, he or she is saying, listen, I just want them a pressure for pay the bill them and whatnot. You understand? I live there. You understand? So we're saying now what happens. So he says now, or she says they want some help to come out until she will get, because right now they're saying they don't even have money to go to work.
But wasn't the point of staying with them?
I don't know.
Parent for the 3 years to make them, to help put them in a position where them could have gone.
All right, so here is the thing now. Sharnet Luke says he need to get himself a place. Right? News says here, well, who am I said, child take care of your parents. Human parenting is one of the longest among mammals. So 3 years and nothing. Parenting lasts for a minimum of 17 years. Stop complaining about the 3 years. So Shelly Ann says no, I don't know where this belief came from that we must sacrifice our well-being for the sake of taking care of our parents. We do have a moral obligation, yes, but there are limits. So here is the other thing. So news is saying no, exactly. And the Bible says that you must leave an inheritance for your grandchildren. So that means you must have enough to survive and not burden your children. You guys.
Your children are not your pension
insurance policy
plan.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You ever watched the movie that they took it off Broadway?
Totally agree with that.
And Denzel Washington did it.
Rent.
No.
It's not Rent. No.
Is it Fences?
Fences. And he got... was... Everybody got an award in that show.
When one boy look and tell us, here I know. You say, all of this what I do?
Is mine.
I do because I'm supposed to do it. That's it.
Don't get it twisted.
No feel like say this is our lifetime of obligation, bro. It's simple. Yes, as I say, when I read this, I've been staying with my parents. That tells me there's something going on in my life. So I have to go back go stay with my parents.
And fine. I don't have any issues with that at all. But
If
at
this
some
had said,
point,
if this had said, Karen,
yeah,
my parent came to live with me,
mm-hmm.
and then we have said, boy, 3 years now. Me just say, more than likely, it's a reason why your parent have to come live with you.
But there's
So
always
deal with
a
it.
reason why you go back.
But this is somebody
You
that seem
understand?
to go back. And if you go back, I stayed it for stay. Fix up your life.
Fix up.
In a 6 month, in a year, and go on. Now, if you spend 3 years, clearly I tell them, say, you come here to take over
No,
the
but
bills.
hold on the thing. Exactly.
Just as
You
said.
must when you go back, you must always have that timeline. You must always know when you're leaving. Right. The thing is now, when the longer you stay, the longer you really have to go, put into the home. And then this is very tricky. It is very tricky.
It's
Because
just like
hold on a second.
Jamaica
If you
go
go
stay with family or foreign and say a 2 week you'll stay.
No,
but try
no.
now, say when it read 4 weeks.
No. Hold on a second. After a week and a half, you see
gotta
everybody
go.
face crush up.
You gotta go.
Oh, you mean you think a joke? After you come for stay for 2 weeks. After a week and a half, everybody face start mess up now because the people
glad to see you, but them glad when you're gone.
the people who you came out here, who they came out here to see you. It's different. It's different people than you're up there saying no. You understand what I mean? So therefore, don't take up no residence in people yard. If you're going there for 3 months, you stay for 3 months and you leave. Don't grow roots under your foot. Leave.
Let's face it, Jerome. When you go to stay at a hotel, how long you go for stay? A weekend, a week.
A week. You
or
can't
2
afford
weeks.
2 weeks. You cannot afford 2 weeks at a hotel. Well, depends on the hotel.
If you're in a hotel for 6 months, you live there. Some of you say if you go to stay with a parent / friend, because let's remove parent for a second. It could have said, I went to stay with a friend. Now it's 3 years. The first thing we ever said.
No, you're not staying there. You're living there.
Stay.
You're living there, right? So let me tell you something now, guys and girls, and
I think 3
divas
years
and
is
dons.
enough time for you
Here's
to
the
balance
thing.
back your thing and move.
Don't overstay your welcome. And we're going to leave you with that. Yeah. So we have now concluded the first half of the entertainment block. This is the sound off. Yes. So we have people to thank. Of course, our producers, Jareen and Rochelle. And of course, our sound engineer, Mr. Rasworth. Jermaine Smith. I don't know. I call him Rasworth because I just kind of fit him. And of course, Shell Boss over there. DJ Jerome.
Yeah, man. And by the way, thanks very much as well to the WhatsApp group that was trying to send Karen a picture. It's not her fault.
I don't know which WhatsApp group he's talking about.
Rassi decides him confiscate the phone. So Karen, may I tell you something? Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of me going into the refrigerator.
No, I don't need that. Then hold on. Yesterday food you plan to come with tomorrow.
But I'm not cooking today. I don't cook.
Go home, go cook this
I'm
evening.
not.
Try mac and cheese out of the box.
No. Oh my God, that's terrible. Okay, all right. So we're going to welcome, of course, our singer, Honeybee, and of course, Kareem Boya Things, and DJ Kevy. They're on their way in for the second half of the entertainment block. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. And please like up the chat before the leave. Please, depending on it.
Remember the poor pictures tomorrow, please.
Spread your wings. Nothing is impossible, believe. If I can do it, you can spread your wings. Nothing is impossible. If I can do it, you can spread your wings. Blessing off a flow like a river. 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 That for them for know some man a leader. The man a leader. Blessing off a flow like a river. Turn them back and we turn them in a believer. Yeah. Man a fire like a rocket, you want them, I go stop it. Girl, give me, it's in the traffic. Turning up the profit that I cash in my pocket. Food in the fridge, only pot. See you, yeah, we at it. Every day we at it. Go get the bread, the place, so man, I don't forget it. And we can tell about the wild, I know Jurassic. Like change, shake up, you know. Listen up a flow like a river. Every day, listen up a flow like a river. We give thanks. You spend all that money on your watch.
How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together
in the box.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. Goodbye for now, until we